Alright everybody, welcome back to Addy Aviates. Today, we're going to be doing a full flight with Vatsim. This time, instead of being an airliner, we're going to be in a private jet. Flying, let's fly, we're out of New York. Interesting. Let's see. It's hard to decide. I think we should do... Let's do LeBron James. I don't know. We're flying to Toronto. So, we're flying LeBron James from Newark to Toronto. So let's go ahead and get this plane started. First, we're going to go up to the external power. Turn the batteries on. We will turn the APU gen. It's already on. Interesting. APU gen is on. Let's go up top. Oh, okay. Let's go up top and turn our beacon light on. What the heck? I cannot see. There we go. And alright, so we got systems going on. Let's turn up the cockpit light just so we could see a little bit better. Alright. Everything looks good. Alright. APU, that's what it was. Let's turn the APU on. Let's go down here and insert our flight plan. Today we are going to let's pull up the sim brief real quick. We got Navigraph, import flight, import from sim brief, Newark to Toronto. Load that up. It's gonna be a short little flight here today. Perfect. King Parkster, as always, my day is going well. How about you? We're going to be flying LeBron James today to Toronto. Vatsim is pulled up. Let's go ahead and get to clearance 118.850. What plane is that? This is the Cessna Citation. Longitude. Alright. 118.85. Let's see if I could actually hear. Just switch my volume to my headset. Perfect.
You going from Baltimore to Memphis.
All right.
Flight level 300.
Correct. Do you have a squawk? I did not receive a squawk from
Setting.
ACARS. I didn't receive an ACARS message at all.
Audio.
Squawk
Razor.
6272.
Apply. Perfect. All right. Let's go ahead and contact clearance to get our flight plan going. Get my little notebook out to write down their instructions. Trusty Sharpie. Newark radio check. Right of that. Alright, Newark delivery, citation 1928, looking to pick up IFR clearance to Toronto. Stand by, citation 1928. I got a program kind of like Vatsim, but for a different game, so I can learn a bit more. That's awesome. Yeah, I would recommend definitely getting something like ATC. That way, I don't know. I can't remember whether or not you told me you wanted to be a pilot in real life or not, but if you do, Vatsim is definitely like one of the best things that you can do for like your training and stuff. So I would recommend it 100%. Even if it's not Vatsim, something similar to it, that'd be perfect. Standing by for clearance. Alright. Ready to copy for citation 1928. Alright, clear to Toronto via the Newark 5 departure, Gale transition. Climb via SID, expect 420, 10 minutes after departure. Departure was on 123.12, squawk 3323. Alright, departure on Unicom is the amendment for 1928. Alright, we'll call 121.8, when ready to taxi. Thanks. Alright. Looking good. So, 121.8 seems to have been helping learn to talk to ATC. That is awesome. I'm glad to hear that. That's really cool, actually. It's my dream. That's awesome. Me too, man. My dream as well. And I actually just passed my stage 2 instrument yesterday in real life. So, getting pretty good. About probably I would say 2 or 3 months from getting my instrument rating. Alright, so let's go ahead and get our squawk code in here. Should be 3323. Alright. Perfect. Not velocity 1 flight stick. There we go. That's better. Yep. Yes, sir. Alright, so origin is KEWR.
Good afternoon, Newark ground, United 756, ready for pushback?
Add in route.
United 1756,
Gale.
verify squawking. I'll get that in a minute.
Alright. Then we're going over to MSLIN.
756, verify you are squawking 7145 on Mo Charlie.
Then we're going over to Stomp.
We're verifying 714 fat. Can you repeat the squawk code real quick for me?
Unit 756, I see you now, you're fine. Pushback is at your discretion, call me for taxi.
Are you ever going to make another video flying in real life? I want to. I would love to, but they don't get as many views as the flight simulator stuff. I think it's because there's more, like, it was more of an audience for flight sim than there is for actual flying. So, but I think I will. I think you should take off from Chicago. Alright, so after Stomp, we have Buffy. Bravo uniform, Foxtrot, Foxtrot, Yankee. After Buffy, we have CFB, Charlie, Foxtrot, Bravo. And then we have View, Victor, India, Echo, Echo, Whiskey. Victor, India, Echo, Echo, Whiskey. And then we have Kelly, Kilo, Echo, Lima, India, Echo. Chicago. And then after Kylie, we have Wozee, Wozee. Where's Z? Why can't I find Z? Oh my gosh, it's the last. How did I know it was the last letter? Alright. And then we'll go procedure. Departure is the Newark 5. Actually, I'm going to ask if we could get a expected runway. Newark ground, citation 1928. Can we get an expected runway for departure?
November 9th, 1928, Newark ground, hello. You can expect 4 left for departure.
Alright, expect 4 left to departure in 1928. Thanks. Alright, 4 left. Transition is going to be, well, we already have Gale, so. Preview, show on map. Runway 4 left. And the Gale transition. Everything looks good. Alright. Go back home. Speed bugs on. Alright. Everything is good. Go ahead and the A340, 50, or the 747. I would say I think you flew the 747 last time, so let's go A340 or 50. Alright, we are going to start the engines. Ignition is starting. Alright. Looking good. Move over to number 2. Ignition. And start. Perfect. Let's insert our departure altitude, which will be the SID, so we're good on that. And then 420, 10 minutes. Cruise altitude is going to be 420. Alright, the engines are started. We have to get the trim into the green for takeoff.
2 Whiskey Bravo is ready for taxi.
We'll go -3.
Number 212 Whiskey Bravo, stand by.
And then
November 212
flaps
Whiskey Bravo,
1.
you can 4 left taxi via Alpha.
And we honestly don't.
Could you repeat? I was switching my audio.
I don't believe we have to push back with the jet.
Ground, you can
I think we could just
4
turn
left
around.
via Alpha.
Taxi 4 left via Alpha 2 Whiskey Bravo.
Newark ground, Cessna 1928, or citation 1928, ready for taxi.
Citation 102 runway 4 left, taxi via Alpha.
4 left via Alpha for citation 1928. Alright, let's take a look.
Citation 102, I'm going to change that. That's runway 4 left via Bravo.
4 left via Bravo for citation 1928. Alright, let's go ahead and look on Navigraph. Airport info. We are over here. 4 left via Bravo, so that is easy money. I'll get that back on. Perfect.
United 756, ready for taxi.
United
And
756,
let's
runway 4
get
left, taxi via
going.
Bravo. Yeah, just Bravo.
Taxi to 4 left via Bravo. And
Release the
one
parking
question,
brake.
Can we get a initial altitude for our climb?
United 7056.
Give some throttle.
756. Currently we are running 4 left, so that's climb via SID. It's whatever's on the chart.
It's got to be a sharp turn here.
Alright, perfect. I wasn't told that was the delivery. Thank you very much.
Let's try not to hit this truck here. Oh my gosh. Oh, no, we took it out. Alright. Let's get our taxi lights on. Turn down the cockpit lights. And let's go to 4 left.
November 212 Whiskey Bravo, no further agencies available. Frequency change approved. Yep.
Unicom, correct?
A from Unicom.
Which is 122.8.
Affirmative. Unicom 122.8, and I'll see you.
Alright, thank you for that. Forgot for a second. Switching to Unicom 122.8, thank you very much. Have a good night.
Good night.
Alright. Navigraph is a little behind on this taxi, so I'm kind of having to improvise a little bit. Just gonna have to look at the signs. Bravo. Okay, we are on Bravo. There we go. Alright, found it. We're actually on Alpha. I just checked and we're on Alpha, so Bravo is this right here. Now we're on Bravo. Sorry, LeBron. I don't think he'll mind. Move that down a little bit.
All stations, Newark English information Charlie is correct.
Oh, look at that little FedEx plane going to heaven. Nice. That's why you don't get distracted by planes eating each other. You go off the taxiway. Right.
November 1926, no further ATCs available, frequency change approved, Unicom 122.8, see ya.
Over to Unicom for departure 1928. See ya. He got it wrong the first time, and then when he corrected himself, he got it wrong again. Can't blame him. I'm the same way. Alright. We'll go up top to our landing lights. Turn off that taxi light. I wish I could see. Seatbelts for LeBron. LeBron, make sure you're in your seatbelt. And those panel lights are already on. Release the parking brake.
You had a 756, no further ATCs available, frequency change approved, see ya.
Frequency changed approved. You have a good day. United.
LaGuardia traffic, United 1442 through 6,000 feet, about 20 miles southwest of the field. We're inbound the RNAV 31 X-ray. We'll call when we're a little bit closer to turn in final. LaGuardia traffic.
Newark traffic, Cessna 1928, departing runway 4 left. I repeat, departing runway 4 left traffic. Alright. Center line. Full throttle. We have our takeoff speeds inserted. 80 knots cross-checked. 100. V1, rotate. Positive rate, gears coming up. Nice. Make that right turn. Autopilot and auto throttle. We will go nav as well as VNav. Flight director is on. Should I fly the A through? Who knows? Maybe you'll transfer the bomb when you get your license. Maybe, it's possible. I still haven't decided whether or not I want to be an airline pilot or a private jet pilot. So, there's pros and cons to both. So, still on the looks, but we'll see. I think LeBron would be pretty cool to fly.
LaGuardia traffic, United 1442 is at waypoint Apache, and we are commencing the RNAV 31 X-ray approach. We'll call turn in final. LaGuardia traffic.
Go direct Gale. full screen on the map. We will increase speed. Why is it not increasing? I don't know. Oh, because we're in auto throttle. I want to be an airline pilot because of how many people I can influence, but I'm not trying to change your mind. Yeah, for sure. That you definitely a lot more passengers and stuff. That's definitely a good point. Let me try to fix my cam a little bit. Now that's a little bit too much. There we go. Alright. Any advice for me? I'm getting my license and type certifications for Beechcraft Bonanza. Nice. Beechcraft Bonanza actually was before I started flight training. They didn't have a I like the low wings, and they didn't have a Piper Archer in the simulator like the default aircrafts. I know they have the Coronado Archer that you like the payware, but I didn't know that at the time because I just started it. And the Bonanza was actually what I was flying when I was like training in the simulator at the beginning when it first started. What stage are you in training, Noah? Departure, the Newark 5. Just starting, going to start in a month or two. The Bonanza definitely is a cool. The Bonanza definitely is a cool plane. I think you'll definitely have a lot of fun with that. I'm gonna turn auto throttle off. You'll definitely have a bunch of fun with the Bonanza. I would say for private, what helped me the most definitely was the simulator. And especially like I was telling King Parkster, with Vatsim, like one of the hardest parts for everyone for some reason is ATC. And it's not even the actual flying part, it's more the ATC. And with Vatsim, I'm not sure if you have like a PC or something, or if you have an Xbox, but you can obviously play or flight sim on Xbox.
101, direct run to climbing flight level 1050 for 320.
But what really helped me was flying on Vatsim because it really is intimidating at first with the ATC. So just getting it out of the way, like, because it's really only the first few times. It was sim set up an Xbox. Okay, with the Xbox, you can't do Vatsim, unfortunately. So what I did was I had an Xbox too, and I was already in my training for a little bit. I was like, ATC is what I'm most worried about. Yes, I would invest in a PC. It doesn't even have to be a really nice one. It could be like, you can even get it off Facebook Marketplace. That's exactly what I did. I didn't really have a bunch of money to go out and buy a PC, especially with having to pay for training. So I literally just got a cheap gaming PC off Facebook Marketplace, downloaded Vatsim Flight Simulator, and boom. It helps so much. Like, because in all honesty, it is nerve-wracking to, like, talk to ATC because you don't even know going into it anything. So what I did was I downloaded an app. Let me see if I can find it. let's see. It's called plain English. Let me see if you could. It's yellow and blue. It's called plain English. It gives you like situations and like educates you on what you should say, and like it's kind of like Duolingo for like, you know, like learning like a different language. It's like Duolingo but for pilots. That's why it's called plain English. But it really did help. And then transferring that knowledge to Vatsim is what really like helped me the most, I would say. Because with Vatsim, it's not. Don't get me wrong, it still is a little bit scary to talk to them, but it's not as scary because you don't really got anything to lose, you know? Like, there's really no risk involved because it's just practice. Everybody knows that, and 99% of the time, everyone's nice. If you make a mistake, they're completely fine with it. They'll like educate you, you know. As far as the actual flying goes, the more you fly, the easier it is because you can retain that information the fastest, and it doesn't like slip. Because with me, I flew once a week, and then every other week I'd fly twice. Because I didn't really have a bunch of money to start flying. They recommend at least 3 times a week, but I didn't have money for that. So the most I can fly was 1 week, and then sometimes 2 times a week. And that was fine for me. So don't let anyone tell you that, oh, if you don't fly 3 times a week, you're not going to be able to do it. AFK for 5 minutes. Okay, yeah, just let me know whenever you're back, and I could give you a little more information. Let's get a window view out here. Looks like off to our right wing we have a little something going on. Oh yeah, that's cool. Alright, back in the cockpit. Let's see who is on ATC. Toronto, approach, and tower is on. Do we have any center? We don't have center, so until we get to Toronto, we won't have any ATC. And we've got about 44 minutes left in the flight. And we have, oh, I forgot to, I'm back, just subscribe. When can I see when you're streaming? I haven't really made a schedule for streaming yet, but I'm planning on doing it at least once a week, and then I was considering doing every Thursday. But I think if you hit the bell, then you'll get notifications on when I start streaming. Sharks FS, hello, how are you doing? Let me add the overlay for you guys. I totally forgot to add it. Fly live. Okay, so just in case anyone was wondering, if you do any flight sim streaming or anything, the overlay that I use, how many watch hours you got, LOL? Watch hours? Are you talking to me or someone in the chat? We departed Newark, and we are going to Toronto. We are November 1928, and then boom, and then it should, once I press refresh on here, give the overlay. We are departing Newark to Toronto. Estimated time of arrival at almost exactly midnight Zulu time. Call sign, then our aircraft right here, and then it gives us that green bar on the top that's the progress on how much more. I use Flight Studio 2, you the streamer. Is there any way I can contact you for more questions, and possibly one on online lessons? Yeah, if you go in my channel information, I have my business email in there that you could definitely shoot me an email. So yep, so we have the overlay on now. I forgot to turn my APU off. Whoops. It's all good. Alright, so now we have the overlay. Everything is looking good. Just about to reach our cruise altitude. We are cruising at level 410 today. Alright. I have no idea what that guy just said. I like the Garmin system in this one. How it gives you your flight plan and at the same time. Good to see there's more people. I know, right? You're definitely my number one supporter though, King Parkster. Are you aiming for airline pilot or general aviation? If so, what airline? I'm aiming right now. I was just telling the stream earlier, I'm aiming either for airlines or private jets. My girlfriend's dad is a private jet pilot, so he's actually doing this thing right now where he's transporting organs in a private jet. Before he was with a company, just a charter company. So I have a lot of I have a good role model, you could say, in stuff like private jets because he knows a lot. But I also consider airlines. That's what I was going for the longest time, and then I kind of recently have been kind of indecisive because both are cool. They have their pros and cons. But if I were to pick an airline, I would say Delta. Alright, we're just about to reach our cruise altitude. What's your favorite aircraft? I would say... I don't know. I used to love the 737, but the A320 is kind of growing on me. Like, it's hard to decide. I like the basic, either the 737 or the A320. I also like the 787. I'm gonna still stick with the 737 for right now. I want to be an airline pilot on Southwest because it means a lot to me. Southwest, believe it or not, is actually one of my favorite airlines. With living in Chicago, before we would always fly to Midway. And Southwest is like the main or almost maybe even the only airline that flies out of Midway. So I would fly on Southwest on a 737 almost all the time. The only other airline I've flown on is American. Alright, let's not overspeed. It's my favorite. Or the 747 because it's older. And the 787 is beautiful. Yeah, the Dreamliner, the 787 Dreamliner is so nice. I love the cockpit on it. All right, we are cruising. You can go ahead and turn the seatbelt sign off for LeBron. See if I can see back there. Oh. Oh, we can't get past. Dang. That's unfortunate. I can't see LeBron. Me too. The nose, wings, and engine are the best part. The 787 in Flight Sim, the engine sounds are so good. It sounds so beautiful. Not really much going on outside at the moment. Let's start zooming out a little bit. I believe it's this one. Yep. Okay, Buffy. Let's go ahead and add our approach in, or our arrival, just because ATCs, we don't have center on. The only thing about that 787 is the EFP because it's not as easy to use. Yeah, it's a little different. I like that it's touchscreen, but it's a little bit different than the classic like Boeing EFB. Oh yeah, so let's go ahead and look at our charts. We are using the Ling 3 arrival on 24 left. Arrival. Looks like I do not have it on here. Oh, that's Newark. What the heck? Arrival into CYY. I think it was Z, yes. It was the Ling 3 with the Wozy transition on 24 left. Preview it on the map. Looks good. And we'll load it. Perfect. Now I'll just show you guys the chart for the arrival. Go ahead and overlay chart. So it looks like we're going to be coming in at Wozy, Iston, Ling. So at CDAD we got to be 250 knots in between 13 and 11,000. At CGOD we'll be at 8,000. And we'll go over here. And most likely going to be using the RNAV for 2-4, but we shall see what they give us. Alright. Alright, the overlay is still working. What is the most important school subject for being a pilot? There's a lot of different subjects, but I would say the most important one to get down is all the rules and regulations. There's a great book for that. Give me 1 second. I have it over here. I'm gonna come. I'm sure you guys have heard of it, but this book right here, the FAR-AIM, Federal Aviation Regulations, and then Aeronautical Information Manual. This book will help you out a lot on your check ride. As you can see, I had mine tabbed both ways, and you can use it on the check ride. Like, the check ride is technically an open note test type thing. You'll have your oral exam, which you can use FAA documentation. Like, you could use the FAR-AIM. They urge you to try to not use it, but if you use it a couple times, it's completely fine. So I would say anything in here is the most important to learn because there's so much information. So it takes a little bit to process everything. And then another thing is the written test. You can just, what I did was I went on King Schools and they have a written test with all the different subjects that'll be on it, and you just do practice test after practice test after practice test over and over for months. And then that's important too. Alright, we have approximately 40 minutes till arrival. gonna double check and make sure that ATC is still on, and approach is offline now in Toronto, but tower is online. We are somewhere over here. There we are. Thanks so much for all of your feedback. No problem. I love answering these questions. And then also, I did post one video of a flight lesson that I took, and I edited it and made it like educational. So if you want to check out that video at any time, that'll just give you kind of like a preview into like what it's like for a flight lesson or taking a flight lesson. I haven't flown the longitude very much. I'm trying to figure out, I know it has auto throttle. Okay, so that's auto throttle on. Oh, perfect, okay. What altitude are you cruising at and what speed? We're supposed to be cruising at flight level 410, but for some reason, like I said, I haven't flown the citation too much. Let me turn the cockpit on for a second so I could see a little better. So I'm trying to get it to say 410, but the closest I could get is 3990 because for some reason it's stuck in the 900s. But I'm cruising at Mach 840, which is the maximum speed we could be going right now without overspeeding. We have a headwind though, so it's taking a little longer than usual because the air is pushing us kind of backwards. But I know with like the Boeings and the Airbuses, you can change it between 100s and 1000s for the altitude. So like I would just be able to push the little, like the rotate thing here, and it would go to 100s, so I'd be able to switch it to, I mean, and I also am confused on why the speed, oh, there we go. Okay, so now I had to turn it to manual. There, okay, 410. Now I got it. I just had to push it in. Let's take a look outside, see what's going on here. Pretty cool. Over a city right now. I wonder how LeBron's doing back there. So now we are not overspeeding. And we are up to our cruise. Sorry if I'm not talking as much. I'm talking with ETC. Finally taxiing. You mean ATC, I'm assuming? I'm probably just a typo. What program did you get for ATC? There we go. Now we're going to 410. And this actually has our VNAV profile on it in our flight plan. So, it should have all of our altitudes already in here. So if I put VNAV on, which it is on, it should descend automatically. It's called ATC 24. It's a different game than that. That's cool. I'll look that up. What, hey man, sorry, I have to go to hockey. I'll be back another time. Yeah, no problem. Thanks for stopping by. Looking forward to seeing you in another stream. And then, like I said, if you want to email me for any more questions you have, feel free. ATC 24. Oh, that looks cool. All right. Gotcha. No, that's a cool place to start. Make it a little easier. Yeah, don't rush yourself with the ATC. You got plenty of time. Whenever you're ready though, Vatsim will welcome you. We're cruising at 243, 4100, just about almost halfway. The overlay is still working, thankfully. I know last time it was freezing a little bit. There's a wing view, but not really much to see at the moment. I will invest in by the time the co-pilot update comes out so we can play. Yes, sir. Looking forward to it. That'll be pretty cool. I'm looking forward to that as well. Put this up a little bit. Too much. There we go. A little better. Let's take a look at the charts. $24 minutes. Getting close. Does it have a point for descent on here? Can you make a video on how you make the camera angles? I don't. I could just tell you right now. Because I don't personally make those ones. You can make them, and there is videos on it. But what I do is I don't know what key it's called. It says INS. This key right here. INS key. Once I hit that, it goes outside. And then when you press A, it cycles through the different camera views that they have. And then you press INS again, and it goes back to the cockpit view. Yeah, no problem. It was CDAB that we have to be 13, so we're not quite there yet. Let me zoom out a little bit again. Still got a little bit to go. It's so like dry without ATC. Hate Unicom. I'll keep checking though. Oh my gosh, now even tower got off too. So we're all alone. But almost fully staffed in New York like always. They're always staffed in New York. There's actually a decent amount of people online too. Just not too much ATC. Fort Lauderdale is online. Orlando. How many? We have 10 arrivals. I'm going to be the first one, and there's not going to be someone else for another 9 minutes. Any departures while we're there? Waypoint went offline, so I just crashed. Oh no, that's not good. We will have no departures. No departures around the time that I'll be landing. So now I'm playing Microsoft Flight Simulator. Nice. What plane are you gonna fly? I'm actually going to up the graphics a little bit where everything looks a little blurry. It's still pretty blurry. It's a little bit wetter though. Cargo Lux 747 or Hawaiian A320. You should go. Go the Hawaiian A320 for today. We are 46 miles from. Oh, that's the lake distance. No, we are about 55-ish. Why is my math is not about 60 miles. And then I'm just gonna pick the approach by myself since there's no ATC online over there. 24 left. Let's do the RNAV. And we'll go the Cetra transition. They deleted the Hawaiian A320, so I can't use because my old is broke. Ah, gotcha, no problem. But I'm doing Delta. I like Delta. Delta's nice. Do you have a suggestion for next stream's flight? Approach the RNAV 24 left. Do X. Preview it on the map. Eh, we don't gotta go that far. Let's go vectors. Okay. Oh, no. I accidentally activated it. But I'm doing Delta. Maybe San Francisco to Denver. That'd be cool. It's a little shorter. Yeah. I mean, we could do like a... You do a 737. Wozy, we want to be at flight level 234. Go vertical speed. Go at 1,200 feet per minute. And we'll put the speed down. Just so we don't overspeed. How to fly helicopters? That's a separate license, but they do have like helicopter flight school, but I haven't done it or really looked into it at all yet. I don't know if I will. Oops. Yeah, I think I'm gonna stick with planes, honestly. Yeah, but they do have flight school for helicopters. Check the charts here. We are just about to reach Wozy. We are descending. We don't have any restrictions on altitude here. We just have to make sure by SEDAB that we're between 13 and 11,000. And then this one actually, like I was saying before that I wish the Airbuses had, the citation has the arc of depending on your vertical speed. So right now it's saying we're going to reach 240 a little after Wozy. So that means I want to increase my vertical speed a little bit, and this will make it, now we're going to reach it just a little bit after. So I'll increase it by another 200. I forgot to turn the seatbelts on for LeBron. There you go. Alright. We have 13 minutes en route. Let's see if we could see outside. That's cool. Nothing really over the wings yet, though. I really hope ATC gets online again. Still nothing. We would have just about been at approach right now. Got our VNAV profile on the bottom right. Five miles till Wozy. We are turning right to 320 and 654. 3, 2, 1. And there's that turn. Gotta love autopilot, don't you? $25,000. And we are reaching Wozy at just about 243. Perfect. That's what we needed. Do have to start slowing down a little bit. Don't want to overspeed. Alright, at Easton, we have to be around 17,400. Let's go over to altitude here. A little too much. We'll go 17,000. That vertical speed at around 1,000. See where that puts us. Got to go around 2,000. Get the altimeter for Toronto. .3035. Where's the borrow? There it is. 3035. King Parkster, I'm not sure if you saw one of my recent videos, but I just picked up. Well, actually, you were on the stream when I picked it up. I got the Velocity 1 flight stick, the Turtle Beach. It's pretty nice. I actually also have the Turtle Beach yoke. I don't use it as much anymore. I've been liking the stick a little bit more recently, but I do have the yoke as well. They're both pretty nice, not gonna lie. And I actually got the flight stick off of Facebook Marketplace for $50, so it was a pretty good steal in my opinion. Alright, we are at 18.7. We're about to reach 17 at Easton. Perfect. Have to make sure that under 10,000 feet we have to be below 250 knots. But we can speed it up. I want home just because it's more universal. Yoke. Yeah, I like both because, like, obviously with the citation here, we have a yoke in this one. Oh, actually, I turned it off on accident. So there's a yoke in the citation, but then in like Airbuses, obviously you got a stick. So like, I usually switch it out. It's like usually if I'm flying a plane with a yoke, I'll use the yoke, but I've been using the stick a little bit more just because it's new and I'm trying to use it a little bit more. Alright, so for the speed, let's get that auto throttle back on. At Ling, we want to be at 12,000. 12,000. Vertical speed. We'll go 1200 for now and see where that puts us. Want to make sure that we're not going to overspeed. What do you have? Do you have a yoke or stick, or do you use a controller? Got to get a little more vertical speed. I use the Boeing TCA yoke from the Boeing yoke. That's awesome. That actually from Thrustmaster, yeah. That is what I wanted to get, but it was too expensive. I think do you have the yoke and throttle? Because I think the yoke and throttle was like 400, and then the yoke and throttle, the Turtle Beach one that I have, the Velocity one, it was 300. So that's the only reason I didn't get the Boeing one, is because it was a little too expensive for me. But I loved it. It looks so good. Start slowing down to 250 just because we're approaching 10,000 feet. Go ahead and throw our landing lights on just because I don't want to forget. LeBron is in his seatbelt. It was a Christmas present. Nice. Did you get it this year for Christmas, or a different Christmas? Okay, we want to be around 13 to 11, and we are. And then at Bimpo, we want to be at 8,000. Start zooming in. This Christmas, awesome. That must have been pretty stoked. That's awesome. So, when did you start getting into flight simming? Like, how long have you been doing it for? Let's check the outside view. Looks like nothing at the moment. Just pitch black. We're still on 122.8. We're descending below 10,000. Looks like they want to put the gear down. So flaps 1 at 250. And then they want the gear down at 230. Going to make sure that our landing speed bugs are on, and yes they are. Our approach speed is 137. We're just about to reach that 8,000. Alright, we've just reached Bimpo at 8,000. Our next is Verco at 7,400. We'll just go to 7,000. Ah, that's why we couldn't see. Overcast. Nice little cloud layer. We're right in the middle of like a hole.
Toronto traffic, Sunwing 4506 is departing runway 33 right with a left turn towards the south.
Right at Merid, we are supposed to be at 5,500. Let's go 5,000. With a vertical speed of 1,200. Landing lights are on. Beacon is on. Alright. We could kind of see the ground now, finally. LeBron is probably happy about that. We can put gear down. Check the charts. Go right here. So we can turn. So at Nugget, you want to be at 6,000, which we're at about 5,500. At Ketv, I think we have vectors on here. Yeah. We'll zoom in a little bit. $5,000 at Denki, just about there. Alright. So we're going down to 3,000. And we'll go heading mode. We'll start turning to final. Toronto traffic Citation 1928, turning final to intercept the RNAV 24, Toronto traffic. 24 left, Toronto traffic. Alright. Home TV, hello, how are you doing? Just in time, we are just about to land in Toronto. Beautiful outside. Alright, now we can go direct Minsk. Activate direct. We'll go nav. Start that turn. Looking good. We've got the altimeter set. We have seatbelt signs on. We have our landing lights on. See if we can get a good outside view here. Look at that. Alright, now let's go into approach mode. Looks like I subbed. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Let's go direct Lidzu. Alright. We have about 1 minute 30 seconds en route. 5 mile final for runway 24 left. Toronto traffic, citation 1928 on a 5 mile final for runway 24 left. Traffic. Reset that, wasn't working. Alright, we have the runway in sight. Looks like ATC may be on. 132.8. Approach. Toronto approach, citation 1928 with you on RNAV 24 left.
November 1928, Toronto arrival, squawk ident.
Ident for 1928.
November 1928, next you're identified 3,000 feet. You said you're on approach for 24 left, correct?
Correct, for Cessna citation 1924.
Citation 928, thanks. The winds are calm. You're clear to land runway 24 left.
Clear to land, runway 24 left, citation 1928, thanks. Alright. I say let's take it out of autopilot and let's land this puppy ourselves. We have the rudders. Let's get that second notch of flaps. Got to make sure we have a nice smooth landing for LeBron in the back. We don't want to ruin his career. He's already so close to retiring. Gear is down, flaps are out. We are ready for landing. If you guys can see, but that pink triangle or diamond on the right next to our altitude, it's just telling me I have to get a little bit lower. There we go, we captured it. Once that pink diamond is in the middle, that line right there, right next to the altitude, that means we are on the correct glide path. Doom, what is up? This is the Cessna Citation Longitude. We are just about to land here in Toronto. Start slowing her down. We're at 500. Alright, we are on glide path. I thought it was butter this landing for me. Yes, sir. You know it. We're getting a little bit low. Stay steady here. Get a little bit more power. Perfect. Saved it. There we go. Brakes. Spoilers. And there we go. We have now landed in Toronto. Just exit the runway right here. We were a little bit low. I had to add a little more power at the end there, but I saved it and I feel like it was pretty good. Yes, sir.
1928, welcome to Toronto. Where are you parking tonight?
I'm not really familiar with Toronto, so you can just send me anywhere and I'll be fine with that.
November 1928, Roger. Taxi to Sky Service via Delta 2, Echo, Echo Alpha, cross runway 24 right.
Alright, we'll taxi via Delta 2, Echo, Echo Alpha, cross 24 right for citation 1928. Alright, let's check the Navigraph charts and let's go to Toronto for the taxi diagram. We're going Delta 2, Echo, Echo Alpha, cross 24. Here we're on Delta 2, Echo, Echo Alpha. Perfect. Nice easy taxi route. Give it a little power. Flaps up. Disarm the speed brake.
Toronto approach, good evening. Executive 429 with radio check. Executive 429 Toronto arrivals, I read you 5.
Crossing. How do you talk with ATC with your mic? I'm using a program called Vatsim on Microsoft Flight Simulator. It's on PC, and I'll show you once I park. It's a whole like program that people use.
United 350 Toronto arrivals. Which runway are you set up for tonight?
Runway 08.
United 350. Sorry, coming in a bit quiet there. Say again, which runway?
Runway 08.
United 350. Okay, there is no runway 08 at Toronto Pearson. Can you accept runway 24 right?
Oh no, I was actually going out Billy Bishop.
United 350. Okay, Roger. You filed a flight plan to Toronto Pearson. You're looking to go to Toronto Billy Bishop?
Thank you, bro. I've been trying to figure it out for quite a while. Yeah, no problem. I'll show you once I park. I'll pull up the program and give you a little brief overview on it.
Nothing wrong with it.
I was
Yeah,
people
yeah, no, I understand, but I am here now, and
people were asking me earlier what like the best advice I had was for ForeFlight. I'm not using ForeFlight, but I can. There's another software that I use that gives me ability to use ForeFlight with Flight Sim. This here is Navigraph. It's kind of similar to ForeFlight, but it's for purely for Flight Sim. What type of guy in Microsoft who breaks the sound barrier and other stuff? Do you fly the FA-18s? I'm trying to get good though. Yeah, I mean, it just takes a little practice. Yes, sir. We are just about to reach Echo Alpha. As you can see here, it'll be the next left. Echo Alpha right there. Make that left turn. Looking good. Where should we go? Go to the right. Try to park next to one of these airliners. What plane is this? This is the Cessna Citation Longitude. It's a private jet. Park right between these airliners. Cessna Citation Longitude. Yes, sir. Alright. Parking brake on. We will turn on the APU. Turn off the engines. LeBron can get out. Turn the seatbelt off. Lights off. And last but not least, batteries off. Alright. I believe if I'm not wrong, it's the biggest private jet, correct? I honestly don't know. I think one of the Gulfstreams might be the biggest. I'm not 100% sure though. Alright, let me show you Vatsim real quick. Alright, so this is a program called VatSpy, which is just a map. Let me just turn down ATC so you can hear me. So VatSpy is just a map that shows where all the controls are on. And then VatSim, this program right here, has all like the frequencies and like everything like that, like messages. And this is what you use for the actual ATC, is VatSim. You just connect to the network. You get your call sign, your type of aircraft you're flying. You connect. You put a flight plan in. You make a flight plan using this website called SimBrief. It like does everything for you. You file it and you fetch it, and then after that you file it, and then the ATC gets your flight plan. After that, you contact whatever appropriate frequency. So usually you want to try to pick an airport that has like ATC online. So like with JFK, they're fully staffed. They have ground tower ATIS and clearance delivery. So every single possible ATC that could be online there is online. No approach is online, everything over there. But so yep, this is the little map. All the green spots are the planes that are on VatSim right now. So like if I looked in the air right now, if there was a plane on Vatsim around me, you'd be able to see it because they're all on the same network. But it doesn't look like there is right now. But like all the planes that you see with like the lights on and stuff over there, so like you can see that plane over there has their lights on. There's a British Airways over there. They're all connected in Vatsim, like they're at Toronto. I do not have a Discord server, unfortunately. But yeah, so it's a pretty cool program. I find it so incredibly helpful for real life stuff because I actually am a pilot in real life as well. I have my private pilot certificate and I'm working on my instrument. And for private, Vatsim was like the best thing in my training. Like, it's crazy how much it can help you. Yeah, so I think that is gonna be it for this stream. Is Vatsim all one server? They have different servers depending on what area you're from. So like, I believe this would tell you. I don't know. I know that they have different servers for different areas. So like, if you're in the UK, you're gonna be in a different server than if you're in North America. I do not have a Discord, no. What would be the benefit? Why should I make one? Thanks for the info. Yeah, no problem. If you have any more questions, let me know. I could do a little quick landing if you guys want me to somewhere. You could just tell me what plane to use and then what airport, and I'll do a little landing real quick. I'll look up the benefits of having a Discord. Maybe I'll make one. Yeah, for sure, dude. Thank you so much. I'm gonna download that stuff and try it out today, probably. Yeah, for sure, bro. I would definitely recommend it. It's, for one, it helps a lot if you want to be a pilot, and even if you don't, it's just fun. Just flight simming is just, it's just the community and stuff. It's just so fun. But here's another little private jet that they have, the Honda jet. This is one of my favorites as well. It would be easier to talk with people when co-pilots come out, but that's a while. That's true, yeah. Well, so many different liveries in this too. I haven't really flown helicopters too much in flight sim. I'll do a little since we were talking about the Dreamliner earlier, I'll do a little Dreamliner landing. I have the Horizons Dreamliner. Yeah, I'm planning on getting into school for it. I'm 14. I want to do it when I turn 16. Yeah, that would be great. I started a little later than you. I started when I was 18. 19 now. But I believe you can start flight training when you're 15 actually, and you can take the written like at any time. So if you want to take the written test now, if you want to study for it now, go for it. We'll do we'll do a little Dreamliner landing. Let's go American into what's cool. Maybe we'll do the same. I want to do it. That's awesome. I love how many people have interest in flying. It's like so cool. Let's do a little Dreamliner landing into Honolulu. Better give us a big runway. I'll go this one instead. It's a little bigger. Real time fly. From 10, still got some way to go. Yeah, you still got a little bit to go, but it's never too early to start the studying, and just it's cool that you're watching videos on stuff like on it now. Only thing I could say is like don't give up hope, because when I was young, people like when I would say I want to be a pilot, people would try to tell me like, oh, that's too hard, that's not going to be possible. It's possible. So just don't give up hope, whatever you do, and don't let anyone tell you that you can't do it. Dang, it's cloudy here. There's like a storm. Let's turn off live weather so I can get out of this storm. Oh my gosh. Whoa. Is there any way to get planes for free in Microsoft Flight Simulator? Yeah. There's wow. Let's retry that. There's a couple different well, first off, are you on PC or Xbox? Let's not do live weather because I'm not trying to find that hurricane again. Because if you're on PC, there's so many free planes. Like the plane PC, perfect. There's a look up fly-by-wire and horizon simulations. They have, after this landing, I'll show you in my planes. I thought it said it was daylight outside. There we go. Where's the airport? What the heck? Why does it have us? Oh my gosh. Whatever. I'll land somewhere else. I'll show you the planes right now. The fly-by-wire and the horizon simulations has a couple free planes. I'll show you all of them here. Go to world map. Airliners. Okay, so this one's free. This is the Soku or Sukhoi Superjet 100. This is it's a smaller plane. It's like a regional airliner. I tried to fly it once on a stream, so I have a little video on that. The fly-by-wire is the A320. This is free. Comes with a bunch of liveries you can get off of flightsim.to. You can download the liveries for free, and I actually have a video on my channel about how to get those liveries for free. And then this is a free plane, the Salty Simulations. Comes with more free liveries, like you can do UPS and Prime Air, FedEx, United. And then there's one more. The PMDG is the 737. It's not free. It's a little more expensive, but it's a study level plane, so like every single button in it works. It's everything. And then the A330neo is another free one. Let's do this. Let's fly the A330neo this time into somewhere where it's not gonna freaking kill me with a storm. All right. The A330neo is actually one of my favorites too. It's a really nice plane. It's a long haul aircraft. So it's a little. The Dreamliner is the Boeing's version of the butter machine. Yeah, for real. All right, here is the A330. Once my game unfreezes, look at how good LA looks. Okay. I like driving to LAX. Yeah, I've never drove to LAX, but I would assume the traffic would be crazy. I'm gonna zoom in a little. There we go. That was a cool view. Yeah, I bet. And then also, I'll show King Parkster real quick. So this is what I was talking about earlier with the camera views. So you got a bunch of different ones. I think that, well, look at that. You can see downtown from over here. Okay, let's go back in the cockpit. Full flaps. Decrease throttle a little bit. There we go. I like the overlay is finally working. 2,500. Gotta get a little bit lower. Get a little. Nice. That is so cool. How can you not love flight sim? It's like one of the best things. The mountains out there too. Gotta get a little bit lower. That's so cool. It's telling us we're a little bit high. Start to get lower. Decrease that throttle a little bit.
1,000. Too low, terrain.
Don't listen to him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Too low, terrain.
There's no terrain. It's a runway.
Terrain.
Look at that parking lot to the side. Oh, you can't even see it. Alright, right on glide slope.
Too low, terrain. Too low, terrain. Too low, terrain. Too low, terrain. Retard. 5.
There we go. That's butter. Little brakes, little reverse thrust. Get off here. Good approach, thank you. Gotta love it. Disarm the speed brakes, flaps up. Butter, yes sir, it was. Smooth, yeah. LAX is a real nice airport. The only thing is that FPS is so bad in it because it's so like cool looking and so big. We'll park right up here. Oh my gosh, this is what I was saying about the freaking Airbus rudders. They're so they overcompensate. They still got there though. Zero feet per minute? Wow. Was it actually? That'd be crazy. Alright, parking brake on. Another cool thing about these planes is they have these. This is a free plane, and it's got this iPad in here where you can literally do everything. Like we'll do jet bridge, and the jet bridge starts coming. Like, this is a free plane. How many free planes do you know that have all these features? Look at how cool LAX looks. Alright. Well, on that note, on that butter landing, I think I'm probably going to end it here. But I appreciate everyone that watched. I appreciate everyone that chatted. It was nice talking to you all, and I hope to see you again soon. Again, I like everyone asking me all the questions on stuff. I love answering them. So if you have any more questions on anything, I told someone else, you can find my email in my channel information. And if you want to like ask me any more questions, anything like that, feel free to email me, and I will get back to you as soon as possible. All right. Have a great day, everyone. I appreciate you, King Parkster, again for coming to every stream. It's been like 3 in a row. You've came to all of them so far, so I appreciate you. All right, everyone. Have